Okay, you should all be able to see my screen right now. I'll keep the chat open on my screen right now if anyone has any questions. If you do have questions, you can just ask, okay, when I tell you when. Just you can ask the question. I don't want you to stay stuck. Okay, so you were given a question like this: rotate the shape 90 degrees clockwise about the point. So this is the point, this is the shape. I want to rotate this 90 degrees clockwise. So clockwise is this way, anti-clockwise is this way, and 90 degrees is a quarter turn. Okay, sorry, I don't know how I just put a blob there. Okay, 90 degrees is a quarter turn. So 90 degrees, 180 is half a turn, 270 is 3/4 of a turn, and then you've got a full turn, which is 360 degrees. So 90 degrees clockwise. Can someone write in the chat another way of saying 90 degrees clockwise? Is there another instruction that is the same as 90 degrees clockwise? A quarter turn clockwise, yes. Good. Is there another one? Is 90 degrees clockwise the same as going anti-clockwise a certain number of degrees? Nope. Okay, so 90 degrees clockwise is the same as going 270 degrees anti-clockwise. So what we're going to do now, we're going to answer the shape. Now, the first thing, look at the question. We're rotating, that's the transformation, 90 degrees clockwise about this point. So what you would do is put your tracing paper over it. You would then trace around this shape, put your pencil here, and turn the tracing paper 90 degrees. There you go. And then you would use your pencil to trace over this underneath the tracing paper, and that would be your solution. So this is the solution. The red square is the solution. Now I'm going to go through a couple of questions, a couple of examples first for you regarding rotating shapes. So here's another one. Read the bottom of the screen. Rotate the shape 180 degrees about the point. So 180 degrees about the point. Can someone tell me 180 degrees, is there a different way of saying 180 degrees? Half a turn, okay, fantastic, okay, brilliant. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the solution. You put your tracing paper over it. Just 1 second. Okay, sorry. Tracing paper over it, and then you draw around it. Put your pencil here on the point. That's a quarter. That's now a half, and that's your answer. Now, I went anti-clockwise. We can also go clockwise as well, because half a turn doesn't matter which way round we go. Okay, next one. Rotate this shape here 270 degrees anti-clockwise about the point with coordinates 5, 7. So it's a little bit more challenging. We go to 5, 7, and we put in our point. So that's now our coordinate. We get our tracing paper. We get a pencil. We draw around our shape like this. Oh, I can't seem to do that, but I'll animate it. And then we turn it 270 degrees anti-clockwise. That's 90, 180, and now 270. Can somebody write in the chat for me? 270 degrees anti-clockwise is the same as what? Is there another instruction that is the same as 270 degrees anti-clockwise? How can I get from this shape to that shape? Well done, Nithala. 90 degrees clockwise is the same as 270 degrees anti-clockwise. Okay, so that's your solution. Okay, Ayushi, you don't understand? So here you go. Here's the shape. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it 90 degrees clockwise. There you go. 90 degrees clockwise is the same. So let's go back to the original question. It's the same as going 270 degrees anti-clockwise. Look, 90, 180, and 270. So think of 360 degrees as a full turn. A quarter turn is 90, half a turn is 180, 3/4 of a turn is 270, and a full turn is 360. It's going up in multiples of 90 degrees. Oh, you guys get it? Brilliant, fantastic. So 90 degrees clockwise is the same as 270 degrees anti-clockwise. Okay, next question. Rotate shape 90 degrees anti-clockwise about the point with coordinates 2, 3. So the first thing I want to do is put my coordinate in, 2, 3. I get my tracing paper. I trace around the shape and then I move it. So trace around the shape and then I'm going to move it 90 degrees anti-clockwise. There you go. That's my new one. Next question. Rotate the shape 270 degrees anti-clockwise about the point -3, 2. So I look for my points first, -3, 2. There you go. I know it's a bit tricky because now the center of rotation is actually on the shape. But again, you can put your tracing paper over it, still put your pencil in, put your pencil here as the pivot. And there you go. Okay, instead of going 270 degrees anti-clockwise, we could have also done 90 degrees clockwise. So now we have to describe the transformation. So they've changed the question. They've given you shape A, and there's a set of instructions that maps shape A onto shape B. So in the chat, can first of all, can you all tell me what angle I'm turning? How do I get from shape A to shape B? What angle am I turning? (270 degrees anti-clockwise. So 270 degrees anti-clockwise. Okay, yes. 180 degrees, Ayushi, it'd be flipped. Hold on, Nithala's put 90 degrees anti-clockwise. Check again, Nithala. 90 degrees could be part of an answer, but 90 degrees anti-clockwise would go that way. Mahmoud, well done, 90 degrees clockwise. So 90 degrees clockwise, Mahmoud, is the same as Jimenez, 270 degrees anti-clockwise, so you're both correct. So we need 3 things now to describe this rotation. We have to say what it is, describe the transformation, so we say it's a rotation. So that's number 1. Okay, well done, Sebastian, 90 degrees clockwise, brilliant, okay? The second thing we have to say is what you're telling me now, how much and in what direction. And the third thing, can anyone tell me what the third piece of information we need to complete our answer? What's the third thing I need? Okay, the origin. So the origin of rotation, okay? So the coordinate, the center of rotation is what we call it, Nithala. The points thing, yes, the coordinates. Okay, the center of rotation. So we need to find out the center of rotation. So what we do is we look for 2 points that are the same on each shape. So I'm going to go with this corner and this corner. Okay, so these 2 points of the shape. Now I have to figure out where, okay, Sebastian's given me an answer. I'm just going to hold it there first with your answer. Now I need to figure out how I got from there to there. I have to find the middle of this. I have to find a way of getting from here to here. So if you have a look, what we need to do is we need to count some squares. So there are 2 ways of doing this. One way of answering this question is easier, and one way is a little bit more trickier. But once you start doing this quite often, you'll understand. So if I count the squares and look, 1, maybe 2 across and 1 down, 2 down and 1 across, this point seems to be a point that is 1 up and 1 across from here, and 1 across there and 1 up from there, kind of 90 degrees between them both. Okay, so that could be a solution. We know the center is going to be one of these points over here. We can tell, because we've been doing rotations, that it could be this one, it could be there, it could be there, it could be there, it could be there. So what I'm going to do, okay, so sorry, there you go. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to give you a method of discovering this. And the method of discovering this, the center of rotation, is actually using tracing paper like this and putting your pencil in different areas to try and guess. Now, I know it sounds like I'm asking you to guess this answer and guess this coordinate, but until you actually try a lot of these questions, you won't actually be able to understand where these centers lie. Yes, Ayushi, it is quite confusing. Now, if I tell you all the way up to your GCSE exam and including in your GCSE examination, which is kind of what we're working towards, you are allowed to take a tracing paper into your exam. You are given a tracing paper to be able to try and figure out these questions at home. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my tracing paper and I'm looking and I'm trying to figure out where the center might be. So I kind of got lucky a little bit here and managed to put it in the right place. But if not, you can try this coordinate, you can try this coordinate, you can try this one, you can try this one, and you can try and figure out where it might be. If you don't have tracing paper at home, you can use a thin tissue. You might have to go through a couple of tissues. You can use baking paper, greaseproof paper, tissue paper. I find that if you have any diaries at home, you can use that. Now, Jimena, great point. If you set the brightness on your iPad to really bright and you use a normal A4 paper or a Post-it note, or just any sheet of paper that you can find, the brightness of the iPad means you can actually use the paper as a tracing paper for this on your iPad. Just be careful not to use a sharp pencil, otherwise you might scratch your iPad screen. So use maybe a blunt pencil if you're using a normal piece of paper and your iPad for this. So you can guess, figure out where the center is. Now, what I'm going to do, I've got loads of questions for you. So let me go on to another describe one. Okay, so I want to describe how to go from here to here. So I need 3 pieces of information. The first piece of information I need is, what am I doing? Am I rotating? Am I reflecting? Am I enlarging? Am I translating? So this is this unit. So we know, because today we're doing rotation, the first piece of information we have is rotation. The second piece of information is, what have I rotated? What's my angle and what's my direction? So can anyone tell me what my angle of rotation is or what my direction is? Okay, 180 degrees clockwise, that's fantastic, well done. 180 degrees anti-clockwise is also correct. Doesn't matter which way around we go. Now, the third thing we need is our center of rotation, okay? So we need to find the coordinate. So again, we can try and find 2 points. So I know that this point here and this point here, let's have a look. Let's try and write on this. This point here is the same as this point here. Remember we did congruent, so they are congruent shapes. So if I actually cut out shape A and put it on top of shape B, these 2 points are the same. So I think this one isn't that difficult. If you want, try and tell me now what you think the coordinates is of the center of rotation. I did actually see the answer somewhere. Okay, Nithala's saying 6, 6. Okay, Ayushi's saying 6, 6. Jimena is as well. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, you are correct. Now remember, we can always try. Okay, so put tracing paper over that point. And let's have a look. It does actually work. Well done, 6, 6 does actually work. Okay, so the correct answer is rotate by 180 degrees. In this case, clockwise or anti-clockwise, it doesn't matter. About the point with coordinates 6, 6. So that's how you answer this question. 3 key pieces of information. Well done, Sebastian. Rotation, 180 degrees, 6, 6. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, oh, hold on. This is a good one. It asks you to rotate the shape anti-clockwise, 270 degrees about the origin. Can anyone, Naya, I'll do another example in 1 minute. Can anyone tell me what the origin is? What is the origin? Because it doesn't actually give me a coordinate here. Okay, Mahmoud said 0, he's nearly there. Mahmoud, can you give me the coordinate of the origin? The origin, so rotate about the origin. It's given you the center of rotation. It's told you it's the origin. Okay, well done. 0, 0. Sebastian, the origin is 0, 0. So if it ever gives you this word, origin, it actually means rotate about 0, 0. Okay, let me find another describe one. Here's another describe one. Describe the single transformation from shape A to shape B. So we know it's a rotation because it's the topic we're doing. Can someone tell me the angle and direction? What if I flipped it? 90 degrees, 180, 270. Okay. Mahmoud's at 270 degrees anti-clockwise. And Ayushi said 90 degrees clockwise. Okay. Jimena said 180 degrees. Okay. Josh said 90 degrees. Sebastian said 270 degrees anti-clockwise. Far too many answers here. Omar said 90 degrees anti-clockwise. So let's just look at one side. Let's have a look at maybe this one over here. Look at this one and then look at this one. Okay, I know it's not 180 degrees because 180 degrees would give me a reflection. 180 degrees would mean that it would be this. So I know it's not 180 degrees. So it's either going to be 90 degrees or it's going to be 270 degrees, depending on which way round you want to go. Okay, so 90 degrees anti-clockwise is one answer, or 270 degrees clockwise is another answer. So what I'm going to do now is, hold on, what's the last piece of information that I need? I've not finished yet. There's something I'm missing. Don't say the origin, because the origin is 0, 0. The origin is 0, 0. I'm missing the dot thing, okay? I'm missing the center of rotation, the coordinates. So what I'm going to do, center of rotating, okay, that'll do. I'm going to pick 2 points because it's a congruent shape. These 2 points, Okay, and try now. Okay, and try now between these 2 points. Try and find the center of rotation. See if you can figure it out without me putting the tracing paper over it. Okay, Mahmoud said 7, 6. So 7, 6 would be here. 7, 5 is Jimena. 8, 6 is Ayushi. Okay, so we've got a few answers. I don't think it's going to be 8, 6 because, oh, hold on, 8, 6 is there. Now, 8, 6 is only one away from this shape, but it's far away from this one. So I don't think 8, 6 would be an answer. Omar said 7, 6. Yakta said 7, 5. Okay, so if you're unsure, what we can always do is tracing paper. Let's have a look. Okay. Now that was quite difficult, wasn't it? It was 5, 7. Now, if you do have tracing paper at home, you know, it is possible to maybe move it around and to see where some of your answers will lie, okay? 5, 7. Okay, brilliant. Well done, Sebastian. Okay, so tracing paper is the key here. Now, I just want to let you know that we do this topic in year 7. We'll do it again in year 8 and year 9. We'll do it again in year 10. By the time we do this in year 10, you have the idea on where these centers of rotations appear. Now, if I just go back a little bit with questions like this. So rotate the shape 180 degrees about the point 7, 7. So 7, 7, let me put it in here. 7, 7, okay. Put my tracing paper over it, 180 degrees. The more of these questions that you do, the more you are able to visualize where these rotations will appear. So I hope I've managed to answer most of your questions today. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send you the link of the website that I'm using because there are lots of questions here on rotation. So I'm actually going to send you this actual link because there's 18 questions here and I think we've gone through about 7. Now, if you need to use this, feel free to use this because it's really, really good for you to visualize these rotations. Now, in your lessons today, I've uploaded 2 worksheets for you in today's lessons. One of the lessons I've uploaded, one of the PDFs that I've uploaded is a table, and I want you to do that first because it structures your answer. It asks you to fill out the rotation, it asks you to fill out the angle, the degrees, and it also asks you to fill out the center of rotation. So I want you to do the table first. Once you've managed to do the table, you can submit it. And there's a second worksheet as well for you to do where it doesn't structure your answer, but you need to ensure that you describe the rotation fully, describe the transformation fully by stating the 3 facts. So what I'm going to do now is this link here, I'm going to upload it into your Google Classroom. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. So let me, 1 second, stop share. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. I'm going to send this link. I'm going to put it into your Google Classroom. So you may have to go into your Google Classroom, pull down and update it to get another link. I have put a video in there that you can watch if you need to watch another video describing rotations. This video is great because it kind of describes rotations if you don't have tracing paper available. Now, tracing paper is not cheating, okay? Tracing paper is available all the way up to your GCSE and your A-level exams. So if you are able to use tracing paper, baking paper, or anything you can find, use it, okay? It will help you. Okay, now I'm going to allow you all to maybe unmute if you want to unmute one at a time or ask me any questions. Any questions?
No.
Okay, no from
No.
okay, no. I think I've done okay. It's challenging. It's challenging for students that aren't able to. You should 180 degrees.
No. I have no.
180 degrees. Think of it as a when you think of the shape as a reflection. So if something flips 180 degrees, it's made half a turn. Use your tracing paper to help you, or use this app, because there are quite a few on there that have an instruction for rotating 180 degrees, and see if you can visualize that. So I'll send this link as soon as I mute and stop this video. Any other questions? I'm going to go through the chat now. Okay, so I think you're good to go. We've got 20 minutes left this lesson. You've actually got the weekend to do the worksheet if you want to. I think you'll complete them quite quickly now that you understand. I'm going to give you a chance to do some corrections on the worksheet from the other day, now that you understand rotations a little bit better. Okay, so you're good to go. If you want to leave the Zoom, you're more than welcome to leave the Zoom now. I'm going to stay online. There's no waiting room, so you can join again if you want to come back in. Naya, what do we have to complete today? Okay, there's 2 PDFs, there's 2 worksheets uploaded. Complete the one with the table first. Okay?
Okay.
Brilliant. Now you've got enough time to complete that first worksheet. So go.
I will do the first worksheet
Have a great day.
and the first worksheet tomorrow.
You want to do it tomorrow? I really, really don't mind.
Only one. There's 2 worksheets, right? There's 2.
There are 2.
Day 1 tomorrow.
That's okay. If you want something to do tomorrow, it is Friday tomorrow. But I know, we are still staying indoors. So if you tomorrow, okay. I'm going to check today's work on Sunday. Okay. Unless you want me to check it sooner, a message.
Can we go start?
Bye, Miss Atkins. Have a great day.
Okay. Have a great day.
Bye, Miss. Have a great day.
Bye. Have a great day. Hope everyone has a great weekend.
Yeah. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Bye, Miss.
Bye. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
An assembly later as well. Just me and you, Nicola.
Oh, okay. I just have one question.
That's okay. That's what I'm
The thing. Over here it says describe the transformation which takes the table. So I'm on the table. The first one, it's asking for anti-clockwise or clockwise. So from G to D, I'm not sure if it's anti-clockwise or because I'm sure it's 180 degrees, but I don't know if it's clockwise or anti-clockwise.
Share your screen. Share your screen with me.
Okay. So here.
Are we doing G to D?
Yeah, over here. Anti-clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Okay, now if you look at G, okay, can you see how they're flipped? So well done, it is 180 degrees. Now, does it matter if you go clockwise or anti-clockwise, if it's 180 degrees?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. So that's why with 180 degrees, it doesn't matter. You can write half a turn, you can write clockwise or anti-clockwise. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Brilliant.
Okay.
Well done. Okay. Let me know if you need any more help. Just pop on or send me an email. I think everyone's gone now.